Right, hello everyone. Last one for this week, okay? It's the 1st of May, so we're into the next month already. Yes, and we're doing the last Fluent in 5 for this week. So we're on to week 24, day 5, okay? Let's just go straight for it. So we've got 2,711 inside the bus stop because we're dividing. Let me just tilt that a little bit. And we're dividing by 6. So I only want groups of 6. Let's do the little trick and put the 6 times table down the side. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, made a little mistake there, 54, 60, 66, and 72. 12 times 6 is 72. You probably can't see all those, but hopefully we can still do the calculation. So hold up this amount of fingers inside the bus stop, that's my little trick, and see if you can get a group of 6 out of whatever number you've got. I've got 2. Can I get a group of 6 from 2? Can't. So I'm going to put 0 on the top of the bus stop. What am I going to do with these 2 though? I'm going to transfer them, carry them across to the next number to make a brand new number. There's the number 27. So next step, how many 6s can I fit into 27? Let's have a little look. I can't get down to 30, so I'm here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 will go on top of the bus stop. What's the difference between 24 and 27? 3. So that gets carried across onto the next number to make the number 31 now. How many 6s can I fit into 31? Let's have a little look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can fit 5 in. But 31's not in the 6 times table, so there's going to be a remainder. There's a remainder of 1. There's 1 left over, which I'm going to put on this last number to make a new number. Got number 11 at the end now. How many 6s can I fit into 11? 1. Can't get to 12, so I'm going to fit 1 in. And what's the remainder? What's the difference between 6 and 11? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a remainder, so I'm going to write R for remainder, 5 at the end. So the answer to question 1 is 451, remainder 5, because there are 5 left over. Right, I'm still using this hairband. It's a secret. I'm not going to tell anyone I'm using the hairband as my board rubber today. Okay, question number 2. 538 take away 50. Right, well this, you could probably do this mentally. You can put it into a column if you want to work it out and you're not really sure. I'm going to show you how I would do it mentally. So I know I've got 538 and I want to take away 50, which is more than this number at the end of 500. So if I split 50 up into 38 and something, that might help me a little bit. So what's the difference between 38 and 50? To find out what I've partitioned it back into. So I'd need another 2. Using my number bonds knowledge, I'd need 2 to get to the next tens number, which is 40. So I'll put that 2 in my head. I'd get to 40, and then I need another 10 to get to 50. So 10 and 2 is 12. So those 2 numbers should add up to 50. So if I do 538 take away 38, I'm at 500. And then all I need to do is take away 12 from 500. So if I'm at 500, because that's where I've got to now, I've took away this 38, cancelled that out. I need to take away another 12. 500 take away 10, I know that's 490. And then if I went back another 2, so I'm at 490, I want to go back 2, I would have 489, 488. So my final answer is 488. Now there's loads of different strategies and tips to work that out, so I wonder which one you used. Feel free to pop it in the box. Love a good math strategy. Right, question number 3. Oh, we've got about too far, sorry. Question number 3. Right, fractions, which we've been doing all week. 1 1/4 times 5. I can see why people look at that and go, I don't want to do that, I don't know how to do it. But it's pretty simple if we change this into an improper fraction. So a fraction which is bigger on the top than the bottom. And to do that, I need to work out how many quarters I've got if I've got a whole. So if I've got things that I cut into quarters, like there's my pie again, and it's in quarters, and I've got the whole thing, I've got all four, 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 quarters. So I know the little trick is to do 1 times 4 actually. So I've got a hole, I've got 4 quarters in my hole, whatever it is. This case I've drew a pie, and then I've got an extra quarter at the top. It's a bit of a dodgy quarter, but then I've got to add that extra quarter on. So actually my new fraction becomes 5 quarters. That's what I've got, 5 quarters. Now it's pretty simple. If we follow the song, multiply by the top and then divide by the bottom. So I'm just multiplying the top numbers. 5 times 5, I know that's 25. 25 what? 25 quarters. Then I can do the divide part. Remember, this is the divide bar here, and this is the number I'm dividing by, the denominator. How many 4s can I fit into 25? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Can't get to the next number, so I can fit in 6. So I've got 6 whole. I got to 24, didn't I? So what's left over between 24 and 25? I've got 1 left over. 1 what? 1 quarter, because that's what I've been dealing with. So the answer is 6 and 1 quarter. Excellent. I hope that's helped. Right, question number 4. Oh, it's one of those long multiplications again. I still haven't got a better post-it note. So I've got 3,829, and I'm going to times by a 2-digit number, 23. So I'm going to have to get out my trusty post-it note. I'm going to cover over this number in the tens column. I don't need it yet. Now this looks like maths. That's pretty simple. I can do that. 9 times 3 is 27. 7 in the box, 2 on the doorstep. 2 times 3 is 6. Add the 2, 7, 8. 8 goes in the box. 8 times 3, 8, 16, 24. 4 goes in the box. 2 goes in the doorstep. Don't forget to cross that one off once you've used it. 8 times 3 is 24. And then I've got 3 times 3, which is 9. Add the 2, 10, 11. I'm going to start a new column. I've got no more maths to do. So actually, the answer to that row is 11,487. Okay, now I'm finished with the units column. I'm going to cover it over. So I'm now timesing by this 2. Pretty much the same. So for the next line, I'm timesing by 2, apart from this 2's in the tens column. So actually, I'm timesing by 20. I need to remember to put in the viz, the very important 0. Okay, now I can just go for it. 9 times 2 is 18. 8's going to go in the box. I've run out of doorstep to put my 1 on, so I'm going to fly it in the sky up here. So don't try and cram it on the doorstep again, just in case you make a mistake or get confused. So I'll put it up here in the sky. 2 times 2 is 4. Add my 1 is 5. Simple. 8 times 2 is 16. 6 in the box. 1 up here in the sky. And lastly, 3 times 2 is 6. Add the 1 is 7. And then all I have to do is add those 2 numbers together to find out what the answer is. For 2 marks. Let's see if I can do it. Alright, 7 add 0 is 7. Double 8 is 16. 6 is going in the box. 1 on my new doorstep down here. 5 add 4 add 1 is 10. 0 in the box, 1 on the doorstep. 6 add the 1 is 7. Add another 1, 8. And 7 add 1 is 8. Did you get the same as me? I got 88,000 and just 67 at the end here for 2 marks. Right, brilliant. Okay, the next one. Question number 4. 6.5 add 3.6. Now I probably could do this mentally. I'm going to show you in a column, just in case it's confusing you that we've got the decimal point in there. It's just the same. As long as you line up the point, put the numbers around it so they're all in the right column, you should definitely get it right. 5 add 6, we can do that, that's 11. 1 in the box, 1 on the doorstep in the next column along. Don't forget to put the point in. And 6 add 3 is 9, add another 1 is 10. So I'm starting a new column over here. The answer is 10.1. So I've got 10 whole, and then I've got 1/10 at the end, 0.1. Did you get that? And that's it. That is all 5 Fluent in 5 questions. I feel like I've missed one out. I'm not going to go through the answers to Friday's maths. It was just a bit of a number skill review. If there is something that you're stuck with, please email me at the email address on the website, on school's website, or you can drop a comment in the box and I'll try and get back in touch with you that way. But have a lovely weekend and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.